Hello, listeners. Welcome back to the Dream Stream. I'm Yiskah Koock here with Ellen Ronis, and we're ready to talk about dreams and see where that takes us. Hey,
Hey,
Ellen, how you
how you?
doing?
Good, Yiskah. How are you?
I'm really good. I voted today, my early voting, and it felt so good. I felt like I was standing up for my rights and looking down the thugs who are trying to keep me away from the ballot, and thankfully here in New York State, there were none. It was fine. It was beautiful. Just the community going to place their votes. So I felt really good about that.
Good.
Thinking about the history of our vote. It's not been so long that women have had the vote, and I really feel this is our proud history. And I intend to not let the down and out negative folks. I don't even know what to call the seditioners. I don't even know what to call people who are just not for the government. I love this country and what we stand on. And I know there's been a lot of atrocities and wrongdoing, but also it's really built on our rights, and our vote is what keeps it rolling.
Hmm.
So I just feel that it's worth protecting.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Agreed. Yep. Yeah, it's been pretty cool. The I haven't voted yet, but there's so many polling places. Like you can go, there's no excuse
There's
around
no
here
excuse.
in Santa Fe. There's like they're everywhere, like every little school, a corner thing. I mean,
Exactly.
I don't know if it's like that in other states, but they're really making it easy to do.
Yeah, they just have, for the early voting, they just have main areas, and anyone from towns all around, anywhere in the county can
Hmm.
come there.
Hmm.
And yeah,
Yeah.
because everything's computerized now, so you don't have to have like 50 big books with people's signature
Right. When
on
you
it
have
to
to, right.
declare. I didn't have to do
Find your
anything. I just had to sign something. And then I had to change my address because I've since moved since
uh
my last time.
Yeah. Cool.
So I didn't even know where was my new polling place. So I loved having this central.
Yeah. The options to go.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. They're making it convenient
Yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
your duty, citizens of the United States of America.
Uh,
Place
I
your
get,
vote.
yeah, it's so true. And sometimes I am so discouraged by it all. The whole thing, just the whole darn thing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It seems like no matter, it doesn't, well, yeah, it almost seems like it doesn't matter who's in office. I mean, of course it does. And I
It
just think
does.
I'm in a little bit of a low point with how I,
Yeah, I hear you.
so it's like, whatever. People say they're going to do things and then they don't anyway. But speaking of that, Obama's going to be on what's that show? Bill Maher tonight, which I can't
Really?
actually
See,
watch
wait a
because
minute,
I
because
don't
I've
have.
also dreamed about Obama,
Yeah, Bill Maher
but
is going to be, I mean,
it was
Obama.
nothing like my dreams about Bill Maher.
Isn't that cool? Like, because you always talk about that show. You always talk about
Yeah,
Bill Maher, and he's going to be on. I would love to watch that, but I'll have to watch it on YouTube later because I
yeah,
don't.
I'll watch it tomorrow or later. So that's
Anyway,
exciting. I didn't know that.
yeah, yeah, my friend just told me.
I
Anyway,
had if you don't mind me, just because I am very excited about this, that my dream characters are coming together to have a talk. But I had a dream that I was with President Obama and Michelle, and I can't remember. There was a whole story and about the kids, and but what I do remember is I remember hugging him and feeling his back, and like his back was like a very prominent image in this dream. And then I remember in dream group, in the Center for Symbolic Studies dream group, Robin Larson, our recently deceased teacher, said, "Oh, if it's my dream, I feel like I've got his back." And I always did feel like that about Obama. You know, I always felt like that. I was really, really excited about that presidency.
Totally. Me too. I
Yeah,
think a lot of us were. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. We got you. We're with you. Yeah. That's
yeah.
cool. Mm,
So, well, thank you.
yeah.
Just,
No,
but
no, that's
it's also like a physical, sensual. Yeah, I love it. I love it that we can dream. I mean, dreamed about these strangers, you know, public figures. So I have a
Mhm.
sense of them, but it's just so interesting where
Yeah.
our dreams can take us.
Yeah. To have these like intimate things
Yes,
happen with people we don't know.
exactly. And more often than not, I don't recognize, but I can come to a feeling of who this may be. But every now and then it's Bill Maher or Barack Obama.
Yeah, and yeah, like what does that represent? Like it's never really what it is it? I mean, it can be, but usually it isn't what it is, it's not,
Yeah,
it's representational of something else, probably,
right,
maybe a person in power, like, I don't know,
right. Yes.
yeah.
I've done a podcast before of all the political dreams I've had. My dream about, well, I don't want to take this time away from you if you have a pressing dream.
I mean, this is our time, so
Okay. I
do it.
once dreamed about Bush Sr., who,
Mhm.
by the way, I thought was like the, the most evil guy in politics that I had ever seen. And then came his son,
Mm.
like, and and then, it just, there was so much going on politically that I wasn't agreeing with. And I had a dream that I was on a train with Herbert Walker Bush Sr. And he had a heart attack. And I think I caught him or like caught his head or I was coddling his head. And I think I was the only one that was helping him. And I was
Mm.
and
Mm.
that was really intense, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Mm.
And then I had a dream about W. Bush.
It's
And
so
I dreamed,
interesting that you have dreams about all these political figures.
I
That's really
know I
wild.
spend too much
And
time listening to
famous
it.
people too, like, other than musicians, and I don't know, just, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I could use a good dream about a musician right about now. So when I dreamed about W, I dreamed we were standing in like a big barn. It was like a big auditorium sized barn. And he was so personable and so funny and
Hmm.
like really connecting with the people there. And I woke up and I said, oh shit, Bush is gonna win. There's no question. And he
Oh,
won.
wow. That
I was
was
like,
that was before he was president.
that was before. I
Wow.
was like, okay, he's gonna win.
Right.
And he did.
And he
So
did.
he
Yes.
might be the last Republican who actually won. No, his was against Gore. No, he didn't actually get the popular vote. Bush W didn't get the popular vote. I think Herbert Walker might have been the last Republican who actually won the election.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait till it's one person, one vote. And obviously,
Yeah,
that's where we're going to.
I know this other thing is so ridiculous.
Electoral college is for the past.
It really
It's
doesn't make
from
any
the
sense.
past. It doesn't work in the
Yeah,
present.
yeah, yeah. No, it really
Yes,
doesn't. I agree. Totally agree. Got to get rid of
yes.
that one. Yeah.
Oh, I did have a dream about Bill Clinton. I had a dream that we're at a party, like alcohol, and he made a pass at me. And I think this wasn't like a prophetic thing. I think there was so much going on with
Hmm.
all the women who are coming forward that he had
Right.
affairs
Right.
with, and then this, what scandal with the intern. I think that that was all it wasn't like prophetic. It wasn't like, I bet he's gonna
Right,
be
it was just going on in the
sleazy,
collective.
scandalous.
Yeah, it was going on. It was actually going on, not
It
with
was
you.
actually going on. So I
Yeah.
think it was that was in my head.
Yeah,
That's why I had that dream.
totally.
But
Anyway,
yeah.
off politics, unless you want to like look at any of those dreams. Do,
Do
yeah.
I? Well, just one other thing I want to say is I had a dream that this is in the back, the hugging Obama and feeling his back. I had a dream that Barack Obama was my physical therapist. And as many of our listeners know, I have MS, multiple sclerosis, and he was taking wide steps, and I was supposed to follow his wide steps. So I just want to say that because, of course, that's an ongoing quest to
Hmm.
feel more fully. And
Maybe somehow you sort of put him in the position of that kind of power in
I
you.
know, I just love him.
Yeah, he was very lovable. Yeah.
Whatever, give me a wordsmith and I will just swoon.
Yeah, he was really a good orator, that's for sure. Yeah. So had that. I know, I really love that too.
I listen to his speechwriters. They have a podcast called Pod Save America. These
Mhm.
guys were Obama's speechwriters, and they're great. They're smart, they're like young, cocky guys, but they're not cocky. I mean, they know they are, you know, in the upper echelon of intelligent people, but they are very complimentary to people whom they get their knowledge from, that they, who do the reports and other journalists, and they, definitely give credit where
Mhm.
credit is due.
Mhm.
But so I've listened to them, and I mean they're all very smart, but yeah, Obama, I wonder how that works, with speech writing. How does that work? Like the person probably just talks and the speechwriter just takes notes and then works it.
And then reworks it, yeah, probably to
Yeah.
sound good or to be
Oh,
shorter or
that might even be like
or
that. Sorry, similar to a ghostwriter.
probably, yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is kind of like a version of,
Oh, I really like the woman who's running for governor in New Mexico.
yeah, I know you do. You mentioned that.
Yeah, I haven't thought about her in a little while.
She wins. I don't know. I forget who she's running against, but I hope she wins.
Okay.
I have really, honest to God, not been paying attention. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know any. I just go and vote Democrat all across because I don't
Yeah.
really know who's who. I
I
know
like
her. I
I
like
like
her.
voting on the working families line,
Uh-huh.
which is
I
all
want to vote
Democrat.
on a line that's going to make a difference. I don't want to vote on some
Yeah,
line.
but exactly. That's what I've been doing on the working families.
Yeah.
I think we need more parties.
Hmm.
And it's
Yeah.
not people other than who are on the Democratic line.
Hmm.
Yes.
Sorry,
So
I'm a little. This is
you're
the end of
tired.
a very long work day, so I'm just
I'm tired.
shot right now. I know it's later over there.
I go from here to
Oh,
watching the Clone Wars with my son. He
fun,
Star Wars.
fun.
Yeah.
So, shall I get into a dream, or are we gonna
Yeah,
just?
let's do it.
Okay. So, is just a quickie little dream. I am with my friend Lydia, my very close friend, and we just got off of a boat, I think, some kind of a boat, a ship, whatever, and we're on a beach somewhere on an island, seems like. And there are all these people walking, walking, crisscrossing, like just kind of like a very crowded, almost like a street, but it was the beach. And they were all dark, like they were white people, but they were very dark brown. Like I don't know, they were just like, and I said to her, I just said that they're so brown. Like I just like made the comment like they're all so brown. And that was like the whole dream.
Wow.
But it felt
Wow.
really somehow, there was something, it was so vivid.
Yes. I first was thinking of it's a film that someone made with people with, I think they have bowler hats on and like suits, and everybody's walking in a different direction. I was seeing that at first, and it's like, that's very interesting.
It's
Now,
very
what do you mean there were white people who were
Well,
brown?
like they didn't look like, they didn't have like African American features, or
Okay, or
didn't
like
look,
Indonesian.
native,
It
or
feels like Indonesia to me, but did you
it
say
was just,
that?
they were like just like they just had, their skin was just brown, like it was a weird
Yeah.
color brown, like it wasn't even a color that normally people would turn even when you get suntan. It was just dark brown, but not like
Oh,
a black
interesting.
person, like it was,
That's
I don't know, it
interesting.
was,
I
yeah.
guess, just from my dream, it's making me feel like that's what we all look like blended together.
Oh,
That,
that's
that
interesting.
color. It's not
Yeah.
quite, anywhere, but it's, if you ever were a kid, were you ever a kid, Alan? Did you ever mix all your colors together and you
Yeah.
get that brown? That's
Yeah,
what.
that's so interesting. That's really interesting. I kind of like that. I like that. I mean, there was actually a very like homogeneous feel. They all sort of looked alike. They all looked the same kind of, like there was
Oh,
nobody
that's
was
kind of
distinct
weird.
from anybody else. Like, I mean, they were men and women and stuff, but they all just sort of looked the same.
That's
Yeah,
so interesting.
and they were walking very like, not like you stroll on a beach. They were walking very purposefully in opposite directions. Lots of people in opposite directions.
Did the dreamer think this was aliens?
I don't know, maybe. And then there's Lydia and I, having just been on a ship. I wonder where we were,
Oh, I
coming,
know. I love the ship
what
image.
we were doing there, and
Just incredible to dream of a ship. And oh yeah, we're on a ship. We got off at the beach. Like, how great are our dreams? It's our inner entertainment, and so much more than that.
yeah,
It
yeah.
entertains us, but it shows us much deeper information.
Made me
Yeah,
think of a dance performance.
of the dream.
Like it was like a dance performance, like the people,
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yes.
don't think it was in the dream, but like it makes me think of that. Like it would be a
Yes.
full dance performance, like a
Yeah.
kind of a
Like a flash mob.
like a statement about something. And
Will
then
you
this,
both be like a flash mob? Like all of a sudden, this
no, it
dance.
didn't feel like that. It felt very
No.
much like if I look back on it, I would like, this would be on stage and people
Yes.
would be like doing that. And but it would be making a point about something. And I don't know, like, what's the point? I don't know.
Yes.
Uh, what is the point? Yeah. I don't know. Where are
Hmm.
we all going? Who are these people? I don't know. I don't really know.
I find myself um just really interested in the absolute specificity, specificity,
Specificity.
specificity, yes, of the actual color.
Yeah.
I think like, because the way it was described makes me think of like it's like a little off-putting somehow. It's
Hmm.
like a mustardy color.
No, it was like a dark brown.
Like, oh, okay.
Dark brown, but it wasn't like a person is tan, or the beautiful sort of, brownish black
Yeah.
color of like an African person. It wasn't that,
Yes.
like
I really feel the
flat brown. I don't know, like a dark flat
I
brown.
really feel this is all of the people's colors together.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I really do like that. Like, and that is kind of interesting because we are globally in something. I mean, we're all always globally in something together, but this is like so particular, this period of time over the last couple of years, and it continues, that we're all in something. We're all in something. Like no one's really super okay. Everyone is like, what is that? What are we supposed to be? What's
No one's,
happening? You know what I
no
mean?
one's okay.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
this
yes. So what? Like, how do we emerge from this muck?
yeah, maybe there's something about I don't know. We're on a beach, so maybe that's good. We're someplace
Yeah,
nice, we're someplace beautiful.
really
And
bringing up, um, it feels to me, and it's, if it were my dream, it feels to me like it's somewhere in Indonesia.
hmm,
That and so the spices in the air and the smells and the yeah.
hmm, hmm.
Do you have any feeling of where you may be dropped off or like let off?
No idea. It feels like an island, just, like,
Okay.
I guess like we're on a vacation or something.
Yes.
Um,
That's awesome.
yeah, I don't know. And then I had a dream, I think it was the same night. It was just a little teeny snippet of one of my mugs, which are in the background there, but it wasn't any of these.
Oh, I love your mugs.
It was the one with the polka dots on it. So I don't know if you can
Oh,
see that one.
nice.
And
I like that one in the middle with the orange on top.
yeah,
Yeah, that I love that. I love it. Oh, and it'll stay warmer because it's more narrow at the top.
yeah, it's narrow and it's kind of a funny shape. It's
Perfect shape for keeping
hard
your
for me to
hot.
get it. I can't like clean it because I can't get my hand to it.
That might be something you want to use you know, a
Something.
cleaner that you
Yeah,
would.
I do use this.
Oh,
Um,
I love it.
and anyway, it was not any of those. It was a different one that's over there, and it was broken. And I don't, that's all it was just this. I was like, oh, my mug is broken. And I was sad.
Yeah. Yeah. What did that mean to you? Like, what would
Well,
you drink?
oh yeah, that makes sense. Because I, became a potter over COVID, and I really
Yes.
became a potter. I mean, I became somebody who could actually make really nice things and
Yes.
I sell some things, and I mean, but I haven't been doing it. Like, I kind of took a break, and the break took like now I'm into like almost a year and a half now of a break. No, maybe not that long. Like
I
year,
think when it
like
gets to a year and a half, it's not called a break anymore.
yeah, it's like not even, it's like less than a year, but it's a long time. And so I feel disconnected from it, but I feel like a real longing to get back to it. But I just don't have the time or the money right now because it
Yes.
costs money to do it. And I'm spending money on other projects right
Can
now.
I commission something from you?
I'm not a big commission person, but what
All
do
right.
you want? What do
Coffee
you?
mug, hey?
Oh, mug. Okay, I'll just give you I'll give you a mug.
And I'll donate a little bit of money to help you keep this wonderful artist's business
Yeah,
going.
and I will get back to it. Thank you for that. And I will get back to it. And but I think maybe that's what it was just kind of like a reminder,
Yeah.
like a little bit of
Wow.
like uh like a longing. I really
Yeah,
long
I
to get
feel
back.
that. I really feel that. Like okay.
I really
Yeah.
feel a longing to get back to, okay, so this project that I'm working on right now is taking a lot of a certain kind of energy that is I don't have a lot of. Like it's asking me to do things that I'm not that great at, that I don't really like. Uh,
Yes.
hopefully in the end I will have it's just to say it's a course on how to create a course online.
Yes. Yes.
And so I'm doing a lot of it's like marketing and things that are not easy for me.
That
But
don't come naturally to you.
no, and I'm sort of creating a course a little bit out of thin air. I mean, it's some piece of myself, but it's not necessarily a natural flow from where I am now to where this course is going to take me. So it's a little bit like really out of my comfort zone on so many levels. So it's sort of taking me out of the artist in me.
Yeah.
It's not it's creative in a way. The process is creative.
Making you more right-brained.
Very different kind of a process. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's very, very different. So
Yeah,
I'm
I can see
missing
that.
that soul. I'm missing the soul, my soul. I'm missing me. I'm missing my soul in a way. And I really have been praying that, the end result of this is something that's soulful, that the course itself will be something
Yes.
soulful and me and creative and fun and whatever. That it's not
Yes.
going to be, but the marketing and the Facebook pages and the,
It's tough.
blah, blah,
It's
blah, blah.
tough.
My
I know
God.
it. I've come up with, and people in my life have come up with great ideas and great products. And and can never market it, and then doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go out
Yeah,
in the world.
and that's this course is amazing because it really I mean the course is the invitation in the course is to actually create and launch a product in 12 weeks. A product,
Amazing.
whatever it is, your
But
craft.
yes, I mean, there's so many things like that around me.
But this is
Friends of
like, I
mine who
mean,
are,
yeah, there's a million things like, oh, there's so many things like that. But this is I really like this one. And I know because I researched a lot of them.
yes,
I did a
yes.
lot of these little freebies and try this and try that. And I was like, oh my God, I want to shoot myself with some of these things. But she's got it so figured out. And just when you think you're about to I was like, I don't think I can go on. I don't think I can. And then the next module, she says, I know by now you probably think you don't think you can go on. She didn't say those exact words, but
No, but exactly.
she really has the psychology of how this is all going. But
It's awesome.
yeah, it's a great process. And anyway, there's some enthusiasm and excitement in it for me. But why am I talking about that? Oh, because I felt like the pottery dream was like a little
Yes, exactly.
like it's broken. Something's broken about that.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, okay, good. To me,
Yeah.
it feels a similar shock that I broke this cup to the call 911 dream, because it's like, again, like a really strong image to get my attention. And I feel similarly with the call 911. It's like emergency, emergency, pay attention.
Oh my
And I feel
goodness.
this, oh gosh, now I just pressed the wrong thing. I'm sorry, Zoom came on and now I'm not seeing you. Are you still there, Ellen?
I am still here. Yeah,
Okay, so I'm just gonna talk to you without even seeing
I
you.
see you.
Okay, I don't see you. So, yeah, it has that similar, like, grab the attention of the dreamer, grab the attention of the dreamer.
Yeah.
You drop something, it's my dream, I drop something, most likely it's something that I made and it cracked, and so I need to not only be more careful, but also be more, creative, be more productive, maybe
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
possibly,
Yeah.
or not, but it had that feeling. So if I may say, excuse me, I saw a very funny thing on, it was YouTube, but it was a while ago. It wasn't a recent thing I saw. And it was a white man who, felt very strongly that he didn't want to lose his privilege. And two black men all talking on a couch with, I don't know who. And the white men said whatever they said, and they were, condescending in their friendliness. I don't know how to
Yeah,
describe
yeah.
it,
I
but
understand that.
just, yeah. And then they made this argument, whatever, an intellectual argument. And then when he was done speaking, one of the black men said, well, I just want to tell you, your great grandchildren are going to be brown. But yeah, it's really true. It's really true. So, because even if there's one or two kids who want to keep their tradition and, follow the marital tradition, and there's going to be another kid who falls in love with someone of a different race, and
Of course.
their
I mean,
child
it happens all the time.
it happens all the
Yeah,
time.
it's happening all
Yeah.
the time. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
there you are.
I like that. I don't know what the brown people at the beach dream really means exactly.
Yeah.
But I feel actually more for the broken cup dream, even though it was just like
Yeah.
that often is.
Yeah. I don't know how they even connect with one another.
Yeah, I actually I'm not. I think they weren't on the same night. I think they might have been on like different nights.
Okay. Yeah. That's a whole other discussion if we think that
Yeah.
all
Well,
the dreams
I'm actually
per
now
night.
wondering if the brown person dream had anything to do with this course somehow. I'm not really sure how, but
Okay.
like
Yeah.
all
I,
these people, all these things were all this like 1,000 people in this class, 1,000 or like
oh,
900
because from all over,
Yeah, they're from all over the world
that's
to be in this
incredible.
course.
That's,
Everybody's
you know
talking to.
what? That's like the incredible thing. Yes, follow this course to the T. That's crazy money, honey.
Yeah, it's a lot of
I
money.
mean, I'm not saying you'll get 1,000, clients, but 10.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't expect, no, I mean, and she's not at all professor, she's
No, I
definitely not
know, right?
saying you're gonna make 7 figures in 3 months. She's not saying that.
Okay.
Like, you're gonna launch a course, you're gonna completely launch a course if you choose to do the
Love
mission.
it.
You're gonna launch a course, and if you get one person to pay for your course, it's good. You're good. That's the goal. It's not about, and then then you keep going, and then if that works, then you take the next levels. Like, she's
Yes.
not
Yeah.
unrealistic.
But
Um,
she has created for herself
she's a
the
multi.
unbelievable
Yeah, no, she's from this one class.
paradigm of,
Yeah, no, she's totally.
I
These
mean, this is the woman to learn from.
Yeah, well, and she does. She has a product that people want, which is the thing, is to find people who want what you have, want who you are, want what you're about, want what you're creating. And there are ways to do that. Anyway, I don't need to go into any more details about that. But
No,
I
but
don't
super inspiring,
know.
super inspiring. So, yeah, so how can you honor these dreams?
And I've really been trying to figure out how to get more soul connected. And I'm meditating a little bit more, but it's not exactly what yes, it's what I need, but it's not really it's not the only thing. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe it's about finding the soul in the work I'm doing, in this project, like, see if I can, somehow. Yeah, I don't know exactly how, but, yeah. Or maybe it's just about honoring myself, period. Like, forget whatever the project is. Maybe the project
Yes,
doesn't have to be so soulful, but to continue my own, like, make good food and take good care of myself, and
yes.
that kind of
I
thing.
love it. I love it. Yeah, that's always
Good
the
self-care.
first and foremost.
That's what my course is going to be about. Well,
Yeah.
it's going to be about food preparation and cooking for people with ADHD.
Oh my gosh, it's perfect. I know exactly who I'm gonna suggest it to, recommend it to. Friend who could use it.
Awesome. Please do. I'll have, yeah, there'll be some information to share around at some point.
Hey, Ellen, so good. Yeah, take care of oneself.
Yeah.
That's what, it's always comes down to what the stewardess says on the plane. Put your own air mask on
Yeah.
before you put it on your kid.
Yeah,
And
exactly. Well,
that's it.
another friend said, be your client, be your first client.
Yeah.
If you're teaching people to take care of themselves in a certain way, or to,
Yes.
help them feel better in a certain way, you've got to do that for yourself.
Yes.
And I feel like,
Yes.
so like my brain has been like on overload, and
And I think it's gonna be great.
constant, so it's like, all right, I need to take some breaths
Oh, we
and
might be ending like any minute. I didn't really read the whole message.
3 minutes.
That then kicked me off the site. But so just in case we do, all I want to say, and then I want to go back to what we're talking about. I want to say is thanks for joining us, listeners. Have a great day. Holamod Metukim. Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.
So continue, dear.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm talking. I had a vision of like, while I'm making pottery on the wheel, I have a vision of praying, like Hid Bodhidoo, it's Reb Nachman, who said, just pray. Like it's like a meditation. It's like
Yeah.
I used to pray in the woods every day when I would hike. You just pray. And I have this vision of sitting at the wheel with clay and like really praying from my heart, and that is going to be so powerful for me.
I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna light Shabbos candles actually in a little bit, and maybe I'll say,
Oh gosh, it's Shabbos here. It's
yeah,
Shabbos.
Shabbos. Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing that for the last like 3 weeks with my friend in
Oh,
San Diego.
3 weeks now. That I don't mean to worry you. That becomes a nadir then. I was taught when I went to like well, I don't know what it was. I went to some Jewish school in Svat in Israel, And I learned that once you do something more than 3 times, it's a nader. It's a vow.
Oh.
So after the 3rd time, then you've made the vow to continue doing this.
Well, to be honest, mostly she reminds me, oh, I'm gonna like them, and then I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do that too. So it's not exactly my commitment to myself.
Okay,
I
you're
do-
just
I
a,
do like
you're
it.
just a sidekick, a side
I'm just really
liner.
going along with it because I could use all the, Shekhinah that I could get, and I could
I
use all
could
the
use a lot of
help I could
Shekinah.
get. So go light some candles and say the blessing.
I'm just gonna get more tequila.
If
I
you're
do
drinking,
have red wine. Maybe we should
have you
open
been
up.
drinking? Yeah, I could tell you're a little sloppy tonight.
They say,
You're a little
they
sloppy.
say liquor before wine, doing fine, wine before liquor, never sicker. So here was my liquor. Maybe I'll make kiddush over some wine. Good Shabbos, my
Good
friend.
Shabbos to you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Less than a minute, we're going to be cut off. So
Okay.
I'll say good night to you.
Good night to you.
Talk
Where
to
do
you
I
soon.
end it? Oh, here it is. Hey, ciao, Bella.
Bye.